Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick overview of my math learning activity, which is the how many gallons left in the Mustang worksheet. So the first thing you want to do when you're trying to develop a mathematical model is to understand the task, and I want to see my students do this. So what I'm thinking is they need to start by reading the problem and breaking it up and finding the different variables. So we're trying to find how many gallons are left in the tank. And we're trying to make a model for that. So we'll label that G. And let's look at the things we know. So we know that the Mustang gets 23 miles per gallon. And we also know that it has a 20-gallon tank. So these are important things to consider when making our model. Now the second step is establishing the model itself so we can then apply it to real-world solutions. And so you want to see your students, connect the relationships between these different variables and try to come up with an equation. So let's try to do that. Let's do that now ourselves. So we want to try to find G, or gallons left. We know that there's 20 gallons total, and we want to subtract that by how many gallons we've used. Now to find the gallons we've used, we're going to need to calculate the miles, or we're going to need to know how many miles we've already driven and divide that by our miles per gallon. And that'll give us how many gallons that we've used, which we can subtract then to the total gallons we have, and we'll get our gallons left. So we've established a model. Now the next step will be using the model to do some real math. So let's go to the second question to start off. So how can you tell how much gas will be left after driving 300 miles? So let's plug that into our equation here. So gallons left equals 20 minus 300 over 23. So let's do some math. Let's divide 23 and 300. So 23 goes into 30 one time. Left over was 7. Let's bring down the 0. And 23 goes into 70, let's see, probably 3 times. So let's see here, 9, 6, 69. Yep, that's as close as we're going to get. So subtract, we're left with 1. And it's probably not going to be a nice number. We want to be pretty accurate. So let's add some decimal points. So let's bring down the 0. That doesn't go into 23 at all, so add the 0 up top. Let's bring down the next 0 and 100. So that probably goes into, let's try one more. So if we add 23 to 69, it's going to be, let's see, 12, 1, 7, 8, 9, 92. So that's as close as we're going to get. That's pretty good. And we don't have to worry about that remainder. So it's about 13, we've spent about 13 gallons of gas. And now we need to subtract that by 20. So we're going to be left with about 7 gallons of gas if we've driven 300 miles. Awesome. So I'd say that does work.